Good evening, everyone. So as Joanne said, I'm the Director of Worship and Music here at Good Shepherd. I've been here for just over 4 years. And it's hard for me to imagine, but I started playing the piano when I was 5 years old, and then I started taking organ lessons when I was 10, and then when I was 12, I played my first full worship service. So I've been doing this work for the past 26 years. Wow. But is it really work? It sure doesn't feel like it. As I thought about sharing my faith footprint this evening, all my stories, God sightings, and memories all came back to community and what it means to be a part of one. I grew up in a small town of 7,000 people in central Wisconsin, in Ripon, Wisconsin, birthplace of the Republican Party, home to Ripon Good cookies and Speak Queen washers and dryers. It was a great place to grow up and to call home. I loved playing music from an early age. My parents have told me that they never had to tell me to practice, like ever. I don't even know what it was, but when I started taking organ lessons, that excitement doubled. I loved it. I loved playing and leading hymns, exploring all the buttons and all the controls, listening to all the different sounds and colors, and most of all, its room-shaking power. As I got older, I got such enjoyment out of accompanying choirs and being a part of music groups. In high school, I remember helping form a praise team with 15 friends, and we rotated between 2 different churches in town. We loved making music together. We loved making music in church. We were a team, close friends, a little community that praised God and supported each other in the grander community that shared the same vision. Isn't that what being a community is all about? As I thought about going to college, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. What I've been doing all along. I wanted to lead music at a church. I wanted to play the organ. I realized God had given me a really special talent. How was I going to continue using it? Think for a moment. How are you using the talents that God has given you? Can you imagine worship without music? I guess we could, but without music, it just wouldn't be the same. Music tremendously enriches our worship, and it tremendously enriches our lives. Composing and leading music and singing songs of expressions of God's creativity that we have been blessed with. Music is a very important part of our lives because it expresses every human situation. Think about it. Great joy and celebration is filled with music, expressions of love. It can provide comfort in times of sorrow, of encouragement in times of distress. Even Johann Sebastian Bach. Have people heard of Bach? Yeah, one of the greatest composers of all time. He said, all music should have no other end and aim than the glory of God and the soul's refreshment. Whereas this is not remembered, there is no real music, but only devilish hubbub. He started writing all of his compositions by writing at the top, Jesus help me, and ended them with, to God alone be the glory. So I went off to college. I attended UW-Madison, received a music degree in organ performance, and worked here at Good Shepherd for the first time for 3 years. Then I went on to graduate school at Yale's Institute of Sacred Music. I worked at a lovely Presbyterian church in New Canaan, Connecticut, and then landed a dream job, my dream job, organist at the Riverside Church in New York City. It housed the world's 15th largest pipe organ with over 12,000 pipes. Probably don't know what that really means, but think of Good Shepherd's organ. That's 6 of them put together. I thought to myself, how could things get any better? This is like living the dream. Well, not really. I soon found myself without a job living in New York City, one of the most expensive cities in the country or world, and asking myself, why God? Why me? Eventually, I became a mannequin for Bloomberg News, which I can tell you more about later. It's a true life Devil Wears Prada story. But I felt empty. I still attended church on Sunday mornings, sat in the pews, but something was missing. This hiatus of leading church music and my career made me truly realize what my vocation was, my calling. My passion for leading congregational song, for creating music of praise that everybody can participate in, helping form communities of song that unite, love, and support. Not only did I find community in making music, but it also provided comfort during challenging times and served as an escape. Growing up, I always knew I was different. I didn't come out of the closet until college, even though I knew I was gay since middle school. That was 20 years ago. It was a different world. I grew up in a conservative, small, rural town. I only knew 2 other gay students in high school, and they constantly got picked on. Heck, I was even bullied for being gay, something I didn't even accept or come to terms with myself at that age. I was afraid of being different. And then again, I kept asking, why me? Why me, God? Why? I was afraid of not being accepted. Most of all, I was afraid of disappointing and the risk of isolating myself from the people and the communities that I loved. But I was tired. Really tired of not being able to be my true self. Tired of hiding and living every day with this huge secret that I felt ashamed of. Even though I grew up in a loving and supportive family and attended a progressive church community, I was still so scared. I met my life partner, Jared. Yeah, we're both Jareds. 16 years ago, and around that time, I came out to my cousin, Anna. It was so hard. I was so nervous, but she embraced me with unconditional love. I told other friends and then finally worked up the courage to tell my parents. Wow, this was like the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. But why was I so scared? They accepted me with unconditional love like almost everybody else I told. And then I thought to myself, how is this going to affect my vocation, my life's work and passion? Come to find out, every faith community I've been a part of has loved, accepted, and supported not only me, but my partner Jared and our relationship. They have been communities that have created space of honesty, truth, and vulnerability. They've embraced everyone no matter where they are on life's journey. As one song goes, you who feel lost but are afraid of being found. You who are in chains but are afraid to live unbound, Lord, have mercy. There is mercy enough, there is grace enough, there is love enough for all of us. Like Good Shepherd, the faith communities I have experienced have found a home at have extended welcome to all, everybody, without exception. In this large, beautifully diverse world, they invite everyone to a community where we all belong. As we at Good Shepherd say in our welcome statement, you belong here with your whole self. Your story and your life are valuable here at Good Shepherd and in the world. Now, I know everyone's life's story isn't easy. Many are hard, many are painful. We all struggle with our own brokenness, fear, and pain on every level. But having a community that you can depend on for love, support, receiving God's forgiveness and grace, God, that means everything. I'm so proud of this church and its commitment to welcoming all. As our friend Ben Johnston-Urie's song, it sums it up. They will come with their tears and their pain, seeking your peace amid the noise. May this peace be a balm to their hearts, and together with you they rejoice. They will know your boundless love. They will know the cost. For he did seek and save the lost. This church, it has room for more, all at the table of the Lord. So I encourage you all to invite more to this special place, a place of healing, forgiveness, acceptance, and grace. All around this table of the Lord. Form more relationships, invite and grow this community into new ways of being. And as our mission states, welcome everyone as we have been welcomed, forgive everyone as we have been forgiven, and serve everyone as we have been served. Thanks.